My name is Marnie Old, the Boisset sommelier, and today we're talking about one of the wines from Jean-Claude Boisset, the original founding winery of the Boisset collection, established first in 1961. This is their Chambolle-Musigny from a premier cru vineyard within the village of Chambolle-Musigny that is known as Les Charmes, the charming. This is an absolutely charming wine. There is no doubt about its ability to fit its name. Made with 100% Pinot Noir from the tiny and small village of Chambolle-Musigny, one of the smallest appellations in the Côte de Nuits, which is itself ground zero for fine Pinot Noir wines anywhere in the world. Chambolle-Musigny is adjacent to the Vougeot appellation and has unusual soil in that the parent rock lies only about 6 inches below the surface, meaning that the vines have to reach their roots down through, almost cracking the stones in order to be able to establish themselves in the soil. And this unusually stony rock and soil beneath the vineyards translates to a style of wine that is ironically just the opposite: soft, silky, often known as one of the most feminine of the appellations of the Côte de Nuits. These wines often are milder in their tannic structure and show more generosity in youth than most of its neighboring appellations. When we give this wine a swirl and a sniff on the nose, we have that captivating, sensual scent of Pinot Noir from France, but elevated to a beautiful level of execution and grace. It's so difficult to capture in words the kinds of smells that we get with these wines. Is there red fruit? Absolutely, but it's more sour cherry, almost cranberry or pomegranate, the types of fruits that need a little sweetening to eat them on their own. But behind that fruit, we have threads of smells that are more reminiscent of woodsy scents that you might find in a perfume or cologne. There are earthy notes that remind us of going for a walk in the woods at sunset. We have these aromas that are as hard to capture as the deliciousness of a wild mushroom. When we taste the wine, compared to California wines, absolutely a little lighter, a little drier, much more acidic, with that mouth-watering effect that starts to creep in the 20 or 30 seconds after you swallow. But all of these things, while an acquired taste, make this wine even more spectacular with food than it tastes alone. As with most French wines, it is designed to be a sauce on the side, a foil for the food that we enjoy during the dining experience. And like many Burgundies, much better suited to foods that are seasoned with very simple applications of salt and fat, a little butter, a little sea salt, a little olive oil, rather than heavy applications of sugary glazes or strong spices. Sugar and spice, when it comes to Premier Cru Burgundy, are not so nice. I would stick to simpler preparations of richer foods, red meats of course, but also things like duck, like pork, like poultry, and even steakier fish like salmon or tuna, but not served raw. I would be serving them off the grill or nicely roasted in the oven.